Good morning, everyone. I'm going to go right into the microphone to make sure everyone can hear. We have to put the urns on in order to get your cup of tea that's coming soon, so it'll be switched on now. So I'll keep right here. So I'm Irene Beautyman. I work at the Improvement Service, and I know a lot of you because we run the Planning Skills programme, but that is mostly public sector that come along to that. I'm absolutely delighted that what we have here today is a complete partnership. The Planning Skills Forum, now the Partners in Planning Forum, seemed like the ideal place because we meet, Craig started this, Kevin chairs it, and it's everyone that is involved in learning in Scotland. And it's the ideal place to start with that partnership approach to what we are doing. And, sorry, I haven't done that. Here we go. And to what we are about. We have a planning review. We're all involved in that. In some form or another, we're inputting into that. A key aspect, as we all went through that consultation phase within it, was so much of it you say, but how do we do that? How can we achieve that? You can't legislate for this. And we would go, oh, but we'll just do that. We'll all just have to get on with that part of it. And I think that's where the skills and the knowledge that can then lead to our own behavioural change is going to be absolutely fundamental in shaping how we move forward in all of our careers that are in the room today. We've got a fantastic spread of people. This is an absolute partnership of people that have come together today for this event. This poster behind me was put up by myself from the Improvement Service with Historic Environment Scotland and Architecture and Design Scotland. It took 3 of us to put the poster up and get it straight. We are working in partnership here today, and we're learning in partnership as well, because you are all here representing cross-sectors, cross-functions, everyone that's inputting into the planning system and will be how it moves forward into the future for us all. So we're all not sitting at our desks. The thing that came through in the review that was mentioned was that getting time away from desks to learn is a struggle, and it's a struggle for us all. We're all working under resources that are reducing, and the temptation is to sit at the desk and get on with the job. My feeling with that is that will allow you to get on with the job, but are we going in the right direction? You have to come away from that desk in a lot of circumstances to come along to an event like this, but we understand at times that isn't always possible, and in a moment I'll be sharing what the Partners in Planning Forum are doing to assist you with those moments when you're at your desk. We're here with a theme of leadership today. I don't believe you can achieve leadership sitting at your desk on your own. You can achieve self-leadership, that's fantastic. But I looked it up in the dictionary, and leadership requires more than one person. So you have to be talking to other people to actually be out there and leading the way. And that means stepping away from the desk at times and making the space to both lead on something that you feel it's important to take forward, and also to take time away to talk to others and to talk within your own organisation, and really importantly, to talk to other organisations and other sectors as well. Another theme for both the Partners in Planning Forum, as Craig has just been referring to, is if you're learning and you're here and you're sitting and you're taking it in, but you don't go away and do anything, you're not really learning at all. Learning is about doing, and we do an awful lot of formats like this. And in a moment, what I'll be asking you all to do is to get up, move, and we will be moving on into a different kind of format and a way of learning that engages far more, and a learning that is actually going to be there not just for yourselves who are attending today, but for people that are here and that are running it. I have put a big ask on everybody that's presenting today. I've had a lot of communication, and everyone has stepped up to the mark with what they've done, and I thank them all very, very much for their contributions. I think it's been an amazing learning also for all of them, and it's also been, as I say, a lot of partnership in pulling today together, something that I hope we can move forward and always be doing now. So as I say, this is the end of sitting like this. We will go off into the day. We'll only come back around lunchtime to hear from the Minister, and then we will gather again at the very end of the day to have a very quick chat about How do we want to move things forward with partners in planning? Your role, will you come forward and help us with that? And then a group photo of all of us just capturing the moment of this first event as we move forward into having a new approach to skills, knowledge and behavioural change. Today is going to be a marketplace. We're in a venue here, as Kevin was saying, that is a community venue. It is about giving people in the area somewhere to practice enterprise and creativity, and I can't think of anything better as a theme for where we are and what we're here to do as well, because it is about enterprise and creativity and giving you some thoughts and ideas and opportunities to go away at the end of today thinking, there's something I got, I can go off and actually do something on that. What is it that I'm going to do? Because as I say, just learning without the action, it'll have a limited impact for yourself as well as for others. So it's going to be a marketplace session. That means picture yourself in this market. It's not going to be quiet. You will not, in the majority of the sessions, be sitting without some noise, some bustle. We're in a working building today, and some of you will be aware of that. You can hear people moving around. It's a marketplace. There will be noise. I was talking to Bob Salter this morning, and he said a lovely way to have done this would actually have been, and this is when the presenters will go, no, Irene, don't do this to us, would have been to have everyone at the door of their session going, come in and hear what I've got to say. Come on, I can share stuff with you. So maybe for the next event, we'll do it like that, and I'll have everybody not answering the phone to me. But that's essentially what it is. We have asked you to sign up. You may have got all of the workshops that you wanted, but you know what? Sometimes you haven't. Sometimes you're off into a workshop, you're thinking, crikey, I wasn't expecting that. Go with the flow. Think of yourself in a market, you're wandering around and you're picking up, I hope very much, you are picking up gems as you go along. It will not be sitting in a classroom situation. There will be a sharing of knowledge, and then there will be time to actually talk and get through some of the things that you've just been hearing about and actually relate those back to what you're doing within your own work and be thinking about that as well. I'll just say one other thing before I move on to that final slide. So we've got 8 sessions running, and as you'll know, you've signed up for 4 of them already. Any of you that know me, I'm a facilitator that's like got a whip to crack about time. I don't want to be finishing late today. I do want us to keep to time. So the way we're going to organise the sessions is we will have a break, and after the coffee break, you'll head off to your first session. You've been given a list at registration of which ones you're attending, and you have a map on the back of your agenda that shows you where each of these sessions is running. So 4 of them are in this room itself, and the other 4 are in 2 rooms behind me and a music room that is off down through that small gap there. So you will be moving between them. The timings will be our concern, don't worry. Our presenters are aware of the timings, but we will also be helping with the aid of a little whistle, just to let you know when it's time to actually move from one session to another. And this is where I hope my whistle's working, because I haven't actually tried it out yet. Christopher's telling me to step away from the microphone now. I'm too loud. Oh, with the whistle. Got you. Well, I won't blow the whistle right in. So what we're going to do, so that you've got time to wrap up your sessions, you're not getting interrupted, you've got time for those last minute questions you have, is we'll give you a 3-minute warning when it's nearing the end of your session, and that will be 3 short blasts on the whistle. I'll just demonstrate now. Got that, everyone? Okay? That doesn't mean you have to finish. We will do a long blow in the whistle. I don't think I need to give an example of that. I feel you can imagine that. When it is time to finish. We ask you then to please, if you have further questions, more conversations you'd like to be having, please hold them and have them in the break or over lunch or over a glass of wine at the end, and move on and get to your next session and check your map as to where you're going. That'll just help everybody run along and it all keep going as smoothly, and you get as much time in all of the sessions as has been allocated for it. So finally, I just want to cover the fact that we are still aware of there's times that you are at your desk. that you can't leave, and that you are looking for that skills and that knowledge, because ultimately it's very difficult to take a thing forward, to lead on anything, if you don't know exactly what's out there. What is the policy and the guidance on a topic that you're looking at? What is the best practice, case studies, research that could help shape what you do rather than launching in? And for that reason, today, I'm sharing with you something I've only actually shared so far with a small group of people from SEPA on Tuesday. We have the very first soft launch of the Partners in Planning website. That will be a learning platform that you will be able to go to, and as it was described actually at SEPA was, oh, it's like Google for planners. That'd be fantastic. That captures what we are after. This is not a site that you'll go to and find only content that's been submitted to Partners in Planning. It is a site that all of our partners have submitted their pages into. And when you're going to search for something, instead of having to go 7 pages down on, I don't want to pick on anybody's website now, on the Improvement Services website to find the relevant information, you will go in, you will search, and it will take you to a link and a tile that shows you that page, and you go direct off to it. You will get that information far quicker. Now, I use the word soft launch because it literally came live on Monday. We wanted to share it with you today, and we wanted you to see it and to get a feel for it. The website that is there, if everyone wants to get their phone out and have a look, but you do need to use the www.Partners in Planning. The full security is still, the license for it is still getting put in place. So if you're putting it into your browser, then pop that in and you'll see the mobile version of that coming up. And I should be able to click here and it will hopefully come up, but I'm aware. Oh, and the sun has just gone in so that you can actually see it. That's amazing. So that is the site there. And the most important part is that magnifying glass in the middle. This is about having one place to go to and look into any topic. It will then give you information insofar as it'll split that into, are you wanting the most up-to-date information, the news on it? Are you looking for an event, a training event, a webinar, a conference, a seminar, a workshop? Or are you simply looking to learn? Are you wanting to know what case studies there are? Are you wanting to know what research, analysis, articles have already been written on that topic? Or do you actually want that real policy? Do you want to know organisational, including Scottish Government, legislation, policy, guidance that has been issued by partners? The important final bit to add to this also is that it's not just Partners in Planning that will be submitting. Up in that top right-hand corner, there is a Submit Content button, and that is for everybody to go, do you know, I've found something, or we've done a really good case study that would love to share. There's nowhere to share it. That is the button to come to and to click, and you will be given a form asking what is it that you want to submit, and an opportunity to either take Partners in Planning direct to your web page that you've just put up, or to submit content. If you aren't able to do that with websites, with your own organisational website, then you can submit content into us and we'll hold it on the site. So have a look through that. Without further ado, I'm going to make us break for coffee, and we will get back on at in 15 minutes at 11 o'clock, and just to help, we'll give a little 3-minute warning of before we're starting. Thanks very much indeed for coming, everybody. Thank you.